Blog Talk Radio. Blog Talk Radio.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, join the party. Put summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed.
All right, welcome to another Friday night edition of Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, everybody. New Year's Eve. Woo!
All right. Come to the end.
Celebrate. Yeah, we got to
right.
the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
My goodness.
Mm-hmm. Long journey getting here.
I tell you. But for those of us that made it, we're going to celebrate. Happy New Year.
There you go. All right. That's what's up.
I'm so bubbly.
Man, that was a lot of subs. Is that bottle hot?
No, that's good damn thing.
Oh, Lord. Here comes Mr. Critique.
I'll pop another one later.
Sounded like it was hot.
Anyway.
Okay. Anywho.
Yeah. Well, we're just going to do a quick show tonight because it is New Year's Eve, and we all have celebrations that we're trying to get to, safe celebrations, and
right.
We are not going to take any calls tonight, so we just want you to sit back and enjoy the show. And let's see, I guess, Ketel, you want to go ahead and jump in with the rundown for tonight?
Sure thing. All right, we'll get right into it.
All right, let's go.
All right. Buckle up. Our hot topics tonight, still no verdict in Elizabeth Holmes' trial. Also, Ghislaine Maxwell found guilty of sex trafficking, a minor. And city scaled back New Year's Eve events. Okay. Also, we're going to do something different, our 2021 roundup. Top stories of 2021, also this year in entertainment, also the Billboard's top albums of the year, and notable people of color that we lost, unfortunately. What's on our minds as well, things you're tired of in 2021, our favorite things in 2021, and New Year's Eve resolutions for 2022. All right. Of course, we also have to give you the last word for the night. So sit back. We're going to relax, and we're going to get our favorite cocktail, but we're going to keep rolling.
Yeah, let's keep it rolling. We're going to jump right into our first hot topic for tonight, and you've got that one, Ketel.
Okay. I want me to talk tonight, boy.
I know.
All right.
Got you working.
Okay, no problem. Jury in Elizabeth Holmes' trial fails to reach a verdict for the second straight week. Wow. Okay, seems like they're going to go into 2022 with this. The jury of 8 men and 4 women concluded that deliberations for the year on Wednesday, capping off their second week with the case without reaching a verdict. Deliberations, which have so far spanned 44 hours over 6 days, are scheduled to resume on Monday. So that's going to be January the 3rd. Also, on deliberation days, members of the public and the press lined up outside the courthouse in early hours of the morning in order to get one of the limited seats inside of the courtroom. Okay, people are interested in this trial. The courtroom, however, remained closed unless there was a note from the jury to be read or verdict. That meant several long days of waiting in the hallway outside the courtroom, where they had 36 people, mainly journalists, waiting for the verdict. While there's a separate empty courtroom made available for waiting, most opt for the hallway. Wow. Okay. So Holmes faces 11 federal fraud charges over allegations that she knowingly misled investors, doctors, and patients about her company's blood testing capabilities in order to take their money and prevent Theranos from failing. If convicted by the jury, Holmes faces up to 20 years in prison, as well as a fine of $250,000, plus restitution for each count of wire fraud and each conspiracy count. She has pleaded not guilty, of course. Of course. This is a high-profile case. It's going to be interesting to see the verdict on this. For them to not be able to come up with a decision, it sounds like they have been deadlocked, like 50-50. But I don't know. What you guys think? What do you think, Papa?
That woman is a straight fraud.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell by the look on her face that she knows she's been caught in a cookie jar, and she don't even know how to even handle it. She's just so young and so stupid. If you see her, you can see it all over her face, you know?
Yeah.
She got that look of, I'm so young, I had an ideal, people fell for it, and now my ass is in a sling. That's the look she got on her face. It's amazing. Wow. But we'll see what happens, because I'm sure she got enough money to pay them lawyers. So.
Well, she knew she was wrong. She knew she was wrong out the gate when she decided to keep taking people's money and fraudulently gave them information about how good her product worked, when in fact that blood testing product did not work. And she knew that. But she kept on taking money from investors and saying that, oh, this is going to revolutionize the way blood is tested, and it can be done so quick and, you know, save money for the medical community and all of this stuff. And people believed her. And not just like your regular run-of-the-mill investors. There were like top-name folks. What's the guy with all the money? Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett was one of her investors.
And he's pretty good with that.
He's slicker than him.
She was a fast talker, probably. And she just probably looked good. You know.
Yeah, I think the young, blonde, blue-eyed situation just threw people off.
Yeah, but I think she was so far deep.
Yeah, I was just gonna say she sounded like she knew what she was talking about. She was very convincing, and people fell for it.
Yeah, I think she was just too far deep for her to try to get out of it. Sound almost like a Ponzi scheme. You know, you have all these investors investing and.
Now, I'm not even going to take that one. I'm not going to buy that one, only because when the pedal hit the metal and she knew that product was not working like it was said to, what she should have done was wave the white flag and say, hey, the tests are coming back. It's not working like we thought. We got to put this on hold. Put a letter out to your investors. You know, there are ways to do that right. But her problem was that heifer didn't want to admit that her thing failed.
Greed.
It was greed and ego. Greed and ego is what's going to put her dumb butt in jail. She did not want to admit that her company was a failure, her product was a failure, which means she was a failure. And Miss Overachiever didn't want to wear that label of failure, so she figured, okay, I got the alternative. I'm going to just keep on running a con game.
Yeah. So, how did she get tripped up? I mean, what? Somebody just finally reported her, you know, to,
you know what? That's a good question. I don't know how she got busted.
Yeah. Somebody got fed up. Maybe one of those big investors must have turned her in, you know, said something's not right here.
Yeah, somebody might have insisted on some kind of records, some documents proving the results, test results or something.
Right.
And
that's when they
maybe
start
that's
investigation. So, either way, she's going down, girl. If she don't, it doesn't surprise me, but if she gets away from this, she'll do it again. She'll find another product and scam some other people. So I would just beware of girlfriend. Elizabeth Holmes, you need to be put on the kiss it list.
We'll put her on the kiss it list for 2022. Put her on first.
There you go. All right.
Okay. Speaking of females that are out of control, Ghislaine Maxwell has been found guilty of sex trafficking a minor in that Jeffrey Epstein and about 4 other charges. Now, this jury is in New York, federal court. They have found Ghislaine Maxwell guilty on 5 out of 6 counts relating to her role in Jeffrey Epstein, you remember him, sexual abuse of minor girls between 1994 and 2004. Now, this woman, Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell, is now 60 years old, found guilty on 5 federal charges, which included sex trafficking of a minor, transporting a minor with the intent to engage in criminal sexual activity, and 3 related counts of conspiracy. She was acquitted on the charge of enticing a minor to travel to engage in illegal sex acts. I don't know how she got away with that one, but whatever. They got her on the other 5 counts. So Maxwell now faces up to 65 years in prison. And it says she showed no reaction when the verdict was read. Judge Allison Nathan did not set a sentencing date as of yet, but the jury was made up out of 6 women, 6 men. They deliberated for about 40 hours across 6 days. So they really went back and forth on this one. The prosecutors argued that Maxwell and Epstein conspired to set up a scheme to lure young girls into sexual relationships with Epstein between 1994 and 2004 in New York, Florida, New Mexico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Wow.
And they got around. There were 4 women that testified during the trial that Epstein abused them and that Maxwell facilitated the abuse and sometimes participated in it as well. Now, her defense, of course, says that she was just a scapegoat for Epstein's actions and attacked the memories and motivations of the women who testified and said that they were sexually abused. So once again, the victim gets victimized, but that's what the defense did. Maxwell's lawyers are now working on an appeal, and they're saying that we firmly believe in Ghislaine's innocence, and obviously we're disappointed with the verdict. But her team says that they believe she will be vindicated. So we will see. I hope she's not vindicated because she is dead wrong, caught, busted. But, you know, Prince Andrew's name came up again now that all this is surfacing.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, you know,
they
he
trying
was
to
all
keep him out this limelight. I know. I said, you know, they're trying to keep him out the limelight, trying to keep him as far as they way can. He's denied everything, but I can't even deny a picture.
Man, he was over there like a puppy out of control.
That's a hot man.
I tell you what, though. It ain't popular, but I ain't buying none of that shit, to be honest with you. I'm not buying none of it. I'm not buying none of it. It ain't got nothing to do with her case and what she's convicted of, but my problem is this here. If you ain't got the kahunas to go after everybody, then don't go after nobody, okay? Because you can't let that woman sit back and act like she's the answer to your prayers. Because if you look at the trial, the pilot of Epstein's private plane, he said that the prince was on that plane, Donald Trump was on that plane, Bill Clinton was on that plane, all horny motherfuckers, okay? All 3 known dick slingers was on that plane. Then he said, but I didn't witness no sex on the plane. Well, first of all, motherfucker, you was flying it with the door shut behind the cockpit. So what the fuck, you got eyes in the back of your head? Now, if I was a defense attorney, that's what I would have said after his oh, my God. When he came on the stand, I didn't witness no sex on the plane. So what the fuck, what do you got, a double that was out in the seats? How's the pilot going to witness anything that goes on inside the plane while you're in flight? And you figure like this here, and this is my opinion. Rich motherfuckers would rather do something while they're airborne. You know what I mean? That way nobody sees it. There's no hotels involved, yada, yada, yada. And I'm just speculating and talking stuff. But
that's an interesting
I'm not buying any of it because the women and the one girl said she collected hundreds of thousands of dollars. Well, in order to get $100,000, you had to keep going back. Okay? And when you was going back, did your mama know what you was doing? Probably not.
Okay.
But now that your name surfaced,
but
and now wait, let me make my point.
Okay.
Let me make my point. Okay, now that mama knows, you got to clean your name up in order for you to be 15-year-old pretty daughter again. Okay? But you out there doing your thing like a motherfucker. Now that you done been flagged, you got to go back to the home base. You got to go back to the nest and say, I don't know what the fuck was going on. I don't know shit. But underneath your mattress, you got like fucking $22,000 fucking dollars. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's just my opinion. I ain't saying nothing, but I feel like this here. That woman, putting that woman in jail ain't going to solve shit. If you ain't got the balls to go after that Prince and Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, and that's why the man died, because somebody made a fucking cocktail and put in a needle, and they stuck it in that motherfucker between his toes and claimed he hung himself. Sure, after the motherfucker died, you can just like your girl, you know, what was the young lady's name? Sandra Bland. The same way. You know, you can say a motherfucker, hung himself. Oh, and the stories they had to make up, oh my God, the correction officers went out for lunch for a minute. When they came back, he was hung and dead. I don't think an egotistical, pussy-loving motherfucker like that would take his life. I just don't see it. But anyway, I'm leaving that alone.
Okay.
Y'all have your own thoughts on it. I mean it sincerely.
All right.
I ain't buying that shit with them young girls.
All right, cool. We're going to keep it
Please, they vaginas as big as a motherfucking bowling ball.
Here we go.
Anyway.
Okay.
City scales back on New Year's Eve events and urges people to scrap parties. And what's the name? Fauci?
Yeah.
He said himself that if you plan on going to a New Year's Eve party this year with a bunch of people and kissing at midnight and all that shit, he said you might want to let that go. And that's people's personal choices. You know what I mean? It all depends on how you feel about what's happening now and whether you want to be involved in that. Because even if you do get somebody at the party, let me tell you right now, those testing lines is longer than a motherfucker.
Yeah, and they've been running out of tests.
They run out of tests. They run out of everything.
Run out, and then everybody else got to go home.
So if you're sitting there sneezing and coughing and all that shit, you know, on January 3rd, January 4th, don't say motherfuckers didn't tell you so. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Again, I'm just talking shit tonight. Anyway, Americans are again facing a stay-at-home New Year's Eve as the U.S. political leaders and health officials urge people to scrap party plans and avoid large public events as the daily COVID cases, they're breaking the previous records. Okay, in New York City, the audiences at the Times Square celebration, known as the ball drop, in essence, tens of thousands of people watching a 12-foot galvanized, sapphire, invalid, whatever they call it, Wardford crystal descent along pole has been capsized to 15,000 people, down from the pre-pandemic number of 60,000.
Gee.
Okay? So that's
many people.
That's 45,000 less people that's going to be there.
But even 15,000 is a lot of people.
Hell, sure is. With organizers encouraging people to just stay at home and watch it on TV or watch it online. They're saying the fact that that they're going to start letting people in as early as 3 p.m. Now, where are you going to piss and shit at between 3 and midnight? It's beyond me.
You better start fasting today.
But anyway, in Chicago, the Illinois governor, a person named Jay Pletzer, he has not yet imposed any restrictions for shut down the city's traditionally fireworks show. But he warned Chicagoans this week that what's it called? The Omicron and Delta virus is coming to the party. So wherever party you're going to be at, he said that Omicron and Delta is going to be at that same party.
No.
San Francisco has canceled its fireworks show over the Bay for a second year in a row. Mayor London Breed told residents that we must remain vigilant and doing all we can to stop the spread of COVID-19. Atlanta, too, has canceled its what they call the peace drop at midnight. where for 30 years a huge lit peach comes down and lights up at midnight as well. Uh-huh. But Seattle has decided to go ahead with fireworks from the Space Needle, and Las Vegas plans a 8-minute fireworks display.
Of course they
along
do.
the Strip. Health experts and officials have explained that Las Vegas celebrations take place across the city, not in a tightly packed area. Plus, Vegas got all them deserts and shit, so they can do what the fuck they want to do back there. All right. Let's see. The World Health Organization Director General, a guy named Tedros Abraham, he urged earlier this month for people to approach the holiday cautiously, even if that means canceling or delaying a shindig. An event canceling is better than a life cancellation. So Dr. Anthony Fauci, he recently advised that a small, limited gathering with vaccinated family members would be the safest way to celebrate. And his quote is the fact that if you are planning a large gathering of 40 or 50 people at New Year's Eve party with all the bells and whistles and everybody hugging and kissing and wishing each other a Happy New Year, I would strongly recommend this year we do not do that. Fauci said that during a White House update of the pandemic on Wednesday. That was his exact words.
Don't do it.
So, there you go. The choice is yours. You grown folks, so go out there and do your thing.
So where's the party? Party over here. Whoop, whoop. Party over there. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, okay.
Man, I'm a partier. For real.
Anyway.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
That's all it is. So people's choice is the people's choice.
Yeah, people going to do what they do.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. You're right. You said it.
Okay. Well, we're going to keep it moving. As I said before, this is our New Year's Eve show. We are not taking any callers tonight. We're just going to serve it up on a platter and give you what we got. And I know Poppa DD just finished talking, but we're going to go ahead into the 2021 roundup. So can we kick it back to you, Poppa DD, for the top stories, or you want to?
I'll do the first 5 or 6 there.
All right. He's going to give us some of the top stories that happened in 2021. Hit it, Poppa DD.
Well, it started with that insurrection on September 6th where all those Trump supporters stormed the Capitol. Now they claim ain't nothing ever happened. We ain't never do nothing. That wasn't us. So
they said they were just patriots.
We was patriots, and we were just, protesting our rights. But they was up there with sticks and guns and bear spray, fire hydrants. And it's funny how a group of people that always been known to be, Great White Hope was acting very inward-ish that day. So anyway, Republican senators acquitted Trump for his role in the September 6th insurrection. They tried to impeach him again for that, but he got away with that. So,
yeah, he got away.
Pull a little string and I'll...
Like an oiled snake, he just got away.
Sing you a tune. I'm your puppet. Your puppets. Okay, the inauguration of Joe Biden and don't call me Kamala. My name is Kamala Harris went down on the traditional day of January 20th. Let's see, right around that time also, a container ship got stuck in the Suez Canal.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
For a couple weeks, and that freaked everybody out for a long time.
Yeah, that was a mess.
One of the most traveled things going. COVID-19 vaccine became available to all in early 2021. Ex-cop Derek Chauvin was convicted of murdering George Floyd in Minneapolis.
Bam.
All right. Elon Musk, SpaceX rocket launched and returned successfully. The other billionaire in the space race, Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson, they all had successful flights as well. I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, that was interesting. All of a sudden now the billionaires want to play in space.
The Surfside condo collapsed in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Out of nowhere, killing 98 people. That was so tragic, it wasn't even funny. The 32nd Summer Olympics happened in Tokyo with no audience.
Yeah, that was weird.
Mental health became a hot topic with Simone Biles dropped out of the Olympics. Also, the other young lady, she experienced some health stuff too. The tennis player, was her name Osaka?
Yeah, Naomi Osaka.
Naomi Osaka. They both were kind of like, speaking their mind about it. I think, I know Osami is, Osaka is kind of, she definitely has a little mental thing, but I think she was also pissed off them young girls whooped her ass so fast she couldn't believe it. Anyway, young troops were withdrawn from Afghanistan, so we're happy about that. Okay, the Omicron, is it Omicron? Omicron virus of COVID-19 was rediscovered and quickly spread here recently. Texas implemented the Texas Heartbeat Act, which is an abortion ban for everybody. You can make a citizen's arrest if you see somebody going to get an abortion.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can tie them to a pole till the fucking police
and
get there.
And the Supreme Court punked out of that. It went to them, and they were like, you know what? We're not touching that. Y'all do what you do.
Yeah, because they don't want to be chastised.
Like, you wimpy punks. But they said they...
The World Health Organization approved the first malaria vaccine.
Oh, yeah.
Your boy Kyle Rittenhouse, he was acquitted of murdering 2 people. Damn, he's a lucky motherfucker.
How did he get away with that bull?
Well, hopefully now they'll back off of goddamn O.J. Simpson. Because we got a new motherfucker that got away with it.
Oh, yeah, we forgot that happened this year, too.
Yeah.
O.J. finally got off parole. He's
off parole, so he's a free man. But like I said, stop talking shit about him being free when you let that damn Kyle Rittenhouse take a walk. Anyway, Atlanta Braves won their first World Series since 1995, and ironically, they won it the same year that Hank Aaron passed away, so that was a good tribute to him and his old team. Tornadoes ripped through the Midwest, leaving death and destruction. That was pretty...
Yeah, that was crazy.
Horrendous. And the FDA authorized 2 pills to treat COVID-19.
Yeah, I wonder when those are going to really be available.
And also, COVID-19 home test kits become a hot commodity. And after a while, they're going to start being fake. They're going to start being black market. They're going to start being bogus. So it's going to be a box of rocks. You know the routine with that shit.
Yeah, it's been hard to get them.
Yeah. And all the stories in 2021, all the white female Karens that was out of control. How about that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. It was Karen stories like every other day.
Yeah. That's all I got. Karen.
Any other, Ketel, you have any more that happened in 2021 we need to add to that list? Ketel's thinking about it. Okay. I did have another one. I can't think of the brother's name. What was the brother that was jogging, that those 3 white guys were on the truck that killed him?
Aubrey.
Yeah. That happened in 2021.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of things going on.
Yeah, but they were convicted. I was trying to think of other, like, major cases where somebody actually got convicted.
Breonna Taylor?
Was that this year? Was that 2021 or was that in 20?
It's a good question. Seemed like
I don't know.
They kind of got meshed together.
Okay.
I think you're right. I'm not sure.
I know it was some crazy stuff that happened in the stock market this year with, what was that company? GameStop. That GameStop company stock all of a sudden was like a low price, and then a group of people got together on a website and decided, let's all start buying it, and then it all of a sudden started going sky high, and people made quite a bit of money that bought into that GameStop stock. I can't even say it. That bought into it, and it was just crazy. And then after that same group of people, they started putting stuff on that website saying, okay, let's target this particular stock. And it got to the point where the companies that control your, where you can buy stock from, they started putting the brakes on stuff when they realized what was happening. And it was funny to me because I said, it was cool as long as Wall Street was controlling it. As long as all the rich white folk were controlling it, it was cool. But when the blue-collar, everyday folk got hip and came up with a way where they could make money off of it. Now it's a problem. Now they want to put the brakes and say this is not legal.
Yeah, they told them.
We got to shut this down. And they put the brakes as much as they could.
They told them little motherfuckers, don't y'all ever do that bullshit again.
Yeah, they were like, oh, you can't do that. That's like, really? Y'all been doing it for years. You just had other ways of doing it. These people learned how to use Twitter and said, hey, here, follow us on Twitter. We're going to let you know what we're going to do next. And folks did it and made money. I'm mad I ain't jump on the bandwagon, but I didn't know if I could trust them, so I said, I ain't messing with y'all.
Yeah, but you got to know
how
to pull your money
watch.
out, though.
Yeah, I just said I'm going to watch it.
If you're going to be in a bandwagon, you got to get in when people get in and get out when they get out.
Exactly, and that's why I said I didn't know what was what with that, so I said I'm going to just stand back and watch it.
And, you know, the one thing I always
say, made money in that mess.
The one thing I always say on a stock note, and I believe this sincerely, and nobody will ever change my mind, I feel like a stock account is not a savings account. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It is not a bank account. It is not a credit union. It ain't somewhere you just store your money and come back 5 years later and see what it's doing. Because it's moving. And if you ain't in there, that's why it's called play the stock market.
Yeah. That's
snatch money out
every hour.
Snatch money out and put it in the bank. That's how you play it. But
that's if you believe
people
in
want
bank.
to sit back. Well, that's a whole other subject.
Yeah.
Well, then use your mattress.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. Well, we're going to move on. We got, let's see, this year in entertainment. We're going to go to Ketel. So how did 2021 shape up in entertainment this year, Ketel?
God, that bogus ass.
What you guys want, the top movies, or what you want first?
Whatever you got.
Movies?
Yeah,
okay.
Go for it.
Top grossing movies this year, Spider-Man, No Way Home. How many times are they going to redo Spider-Man? But they said this one's off the chain. So that was number one. No Time to Die. This is Daniel Craig. This was his last movie. It wasn't my best for me, but it was a high-grossing movie. This was, to me, my critique, one of the worst James Bonds. The action was there, but I didn't like really the storyline. I've seen better. So, of course, the Fast and the Furious, the F9, the Fast Saga. That was one of the top ones. And Vin Diesel, go sit your ass down, because I'm tired of him begging our boy The Rock to try to be in this last series. No. He's like, I don't need your ass. Bye.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Okay. Boy, bye.
He ain't nowhere near his league.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And a movie called Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I mean, I guess a thriller. Something I wouldn't go see. And
sounds like blood and guts.
It was, I think. I think it just came out at the right time. Also, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. That was the one with the Korean actor. I didn't see it, but I heard it was pretty good. And Black Widow with Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, so those were the top grossing movies of 2021. Interesting. Also, another movie to go see is The Matrix. That's coming back out. You can stream it or you can go see it in the theater. Hey, I'm going to see it. I'm a Matrix fan, so it is what it is.
I did like The Matrix.
Yeah, I did. Some notables in entertainment, mainly in music for me. Are you guys familiar with Doja Cat?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, she got it in. Has described life after dropping out of school. She dropped out of school, started doing some things on the internet and YouTube, grabbing some beats from YouTube, and, hey, the rest is history. I mean, look at where she is now. So, Doja Cat, kudos to you. Also, Adele, as they say, Adele is back. Her entire name is Adele Laurie Blue Atkins. That's a hellified name. So that's why she uses Adele, I guess.
I guess so.
She is one of the world's best-selling music artists with sales of over 120 million records. Go ahead, girl. You know, she got all kind of accolades: triple platinum, 8 times platinum, Brit Awards, Grammy Awards, and the like. Also, another notable, BTS. They're known as the Bangtan Boys. You know, the South Korean boys, 7 of them. They debuted in 2010, and look at them now. Their new song, Butter, is top of the charts, U.S. and the Korean market. Boy bands. Of course, we can't forget Little Nas. His name is Montero Lamar Hill, known as Little Nas. He rose to prominence with the release of his country rap single, Old Town Road. With Miley Cyrus band. He said he got the beat off of something off of YouTube or you know, we can go get beats at. And he just banged this song out. He went to the local mall, banged the song out, and the rest is history. So, hey, kudos to Little Nas. But it's crazy.
I did love that song. I have to admit.
Justin Bieber. He's one of the best-selling music artists of all time. He estimated sales of over 150 million records. His stuff has gotten 3 Diamond, the RIAA certification, everything. I mean, he's gotten awards from Latin Grammys, Brit Grammys, Billboard Awards. So, and his number 1 single was Peaches. So, I mean, hey, he rolling.
But wait, how did he win a Latin Grammy?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I was like, okay, excuse me. He got 1 Latin Grammy Award. He must have collaborated, or maybe he was on a song with someone, you know, Latino or something. Yeah, that's what I said. And, you know, he's won many of the Teen Choice Awards.
And I really don't like that Peaches song. I get my peaches from the Georgia. I don't like that song, but people love it.
But I have to say, this guy, I'm going to talk about Giveon Desmond Evans. They just call him Giveon. He's on that track of Peaches, and he blows it out the water. The boy is bad.
I love Giveon.
Yes, he's off the chain. I mean, he just started, and he's collaborating with, you know, different people. He was on a collaboration with Drake. That's kind of how he got started. And then I guess Justin Bieber said, okay, I want that voice. That voice is very distinctive, period.
Yeah.
So.
Well, can I just give a shout out to Sirius XM, Heart and Soul? That's where I heard Giveon. They play Giveon, and when I first heard him sing, I was like, wait, who is this?
I know. Off the chain. I was like, go ahead, ma'am. His single is called Heartbreak Anniversary, and he tears it up. So kudos to him. Of course, your group, Silk Sonic, that's a duo with Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. So they created that duo. And Leave the Door Open, that's the joint right there. So, from Bruno Mars's band to Bruno Mars and this rapper Anderson .Paak, they're off the chain. So, kudos to them. Also, a couple more notables. Jasmine Sullivan, you know, she won Album of the Year. Poppa DD's girl, Billie Eilish, and I didn't realize her parents were actress and actor. Her mother is Maggie Bard. She played in one of the soaps on TV for a while back in the day, and her father's name is Patrick O'Connor. He's a musician and an actor. So look him up, check him out. So she comes from great people. So. And, of course, my girl, Mary J. Blige, she did her thing this year. From the wine to the music, her new single, Good Morning Gorgeous, the whole album. Her new wine is out, Goddess. She's really doing her thing. So.
Oh, okay.
Hey, yeah, so.
I'll have
of course,
to check out her wine.
Yeah, of course, J-Lo, her breakups and makeups. Megan Stallion, for her to collaborate with Beyonce, going to school, and got a hottie sauce in Popeyes, girl, kudos to you. I'm telling you, she did the damn thing. And last but not least, Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. What can you say? I got to drop the mic on that one.
Okay, now. Go ahead now.
All I'm going to say is entanglement. That's it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They brought a whole new definition to that word, entanglement.
Right. They created entanglement and Red Table Talk. So, that's this.
Yeah. All right. Wow, that was some good info. Okay.
Right.
That was the entertainment roundup for 2021. And I've got one that's not too much info, but I was looking at the Billboard Top 50. And you mentioned some of these artists, but on the Billboard Top 50 list for albums for 2021, I thought those were really interesting. And some of the artists that you mentioned, Ketel, were on the Billboard Top 50. But I really appreciate the way that they broke this list down, and I did not include all of the numbers until I got down into the top 10. But I can just tell you who made the list in the upper part of the list, well, the lower part of the list. Your boy Ye, is it Ye or Ye? Kanye has changed his name.
Ye.
I'm assuming since Kanye, it's Ye, Y-E.
Mm-hmm.
He's changed his name. His latest album for 2021 was on the list of Billboard Top 50. Also, your boy Justin Bieber. We had J. Cole, R&B artist. Elton John made the top 50.
Wow.
My boy Lucky Day. That's a singing brother right there. Lucky Day.
Right.
He's an R&B singer. If you're not familiar, you need to check him out. Taylor Swift, of course, she was in the top 50. Brandy Carlisle is a country singer, but that woman's got a lot of talent. She's been around for a minute, but you should check her out. Ketel's boy Giveon, he made the list. And there's this British female rapper. I'm not familiar with her music, but her name is Little Sims. You might want to check her out. Little Sims, British female rapper. Of course, Drake, Summer Walker, who's also an R&B singer, and another, this is interesting, Casey Musgraves. Casey Musgraves. She is one of those people who was originally in the country lane, but because her music kind of slides out of the country category, the country, whatever they are, like the people who decide whether your music is country or not, they basically decided that her album is not country. So I don't know what category Casey Musgraves falls in, the not quite country, but the woman is talented. But in the top 9, for the top 10 group, starting at number 9 for the Billboard Top 50, was my girl Jasmine Sullivan. Her album, Hotel, made number 9. Billie Eilish hit it at number 8. Silk Sonic made number 7. Halsey, pop singer, she hit number 6. Your girl Doja Cat made number 5. Adele made it at number 4. Little Nas X made it at number 3. And one of these really creative people, Tyler, the Creator. He is interesting. He's a rap singer. I don't know if you call it singer. I'll say he's a rapper. Tyler, the Creator, hit Billboard Top 50 at number 2. And the top Billboard 50 artist for 2021, pop singer Olivia Rodrigo. Now, Olivia Rodrigo originally came from Disney. She was in, I don't know what show it was, but it was something that was on Disney. And then she just kind of branched on out of there. So she's young, upcoming, but she made Billboard Top 50. So go ahead, Olivia, do your thing. And that's the Billboard Top 50 for 2021. Shout out to all the artists.
I know that's right. That's what's up. I mean, at least they picking some new artists, not just the same old ones,
Exactly. It really was a lot of different people. I appreciate that.
At least, people that we don't know will go searching, and maybe listen to the music, see what's up.
Absolutely. All right. Well, now we're going to shift gears and go into the list of people, some notable people of color that we lost in 2021. Let's see. Poppa DD, you want to start us off with that list? And maybe we can all kind of share it. I think we all have some names from this list. But, yeah, these are people, there were so many. This is definitely not everybody, but there were so many people of color and otherwise, that we lost in 2021. And we just wanted to, remember these folk and call their name out. So you want to start us out, Poppa DD?
All right, on the left, I got Bishop Desmond Tutu. Just recently died. He's the earliest, really. Hank Aaron.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy DeBarge from Switch. Biz Markie. Cicely Tyson. Colin Powell. What's her name?
Jovita Moore. Yeah, she was a news anchor.
Mary Wilson from the Supremes. DMX. Michael K. Williams, an actor. Clarence Williams III, an actor. This brother here.
Virgil Abloh.
Yeah. Fashion designer. My main man, Paul Mooney. Suzanne Douglas.
Yeah, she was an actor, too.
Natalie Reid.
Yeah, I remember Natalie Reid. I just want to say, remember her from BAPS with Halle Berry? It was the two of them together. She was the shorter, kind of stocky woman that was in BAPS with Halle Berry. She passed away.
All right, Tommy Feeney Lister.
Yeah, you remember him from Friday? He's the guy that has like that one eye. He has the one smaller eye, muscle-bound guy. He used to be a wrestler.
Yeah.
He was in the movie Fridays and all the Fridays movies. The muscle.
Right. Yeah, we played the muscle guy.
Yes, that's him. I didn't realize he had passed away this year.
Yeah, his nickname was
Tiny. His name was Tiny.
Yeah, we also had another name for him as well. Yeah, I see him in New Orleans a couple of times. Marion Ramsey from Police Academy.
Yeah, she was the one with the tiny voice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhonda S. White, the actor.
Yeah, she was in that Tyler Perry's thing, Ruthless. And she was also on Days of Our Lives.
Oh, okay.
You got Wanda Young, who's a singer from the Marvelettes, and Lee Elder, a pro golfer.
Oh, yeah. Also have one more. People didn't talk too much about it. Bell Hooks, writer and author.
Right.
Her real name is Gloria Jean Watkins. But I think I think that was her mother's surname or something. Hooks, Bell Hooks or something. That was why she used it. Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah, she was a feminist and an author. Also, we have Ronnie Wilson. He was the brother of Charlie Wilson and one of the co-founders of the Gap Band.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
Right.
And we have Melvin Van Peebles, filmmaker and director, and Charlie Robinson, actor. I remember Charlie Robinson used to be on Night Court. I forgot what his job was on Night Court, but I do remember him.
Right.
And Wright, actor, he was the voice of, the character from Little Mermaid, the crab. What's it? Sebastian. He was the voice of Sebastian in The Little Mermaid, and he was also on Broadway, and he did a lot of things.
Right. Did you mention the guy AJ, Anthony Johnson? played on Friday movies as well?
No, I didn't have him. That's another one.
Yeah, and also Michael K. Williams as well. So everybody knows him.
Yeah, we had Michael K. Williams on the list.
Okay.
And we also had Lee Evans. You remember Lee Evans? He was an Olympic champion in track and field. He was the guy who had his fist up in 1968 when he put his fist up in, where was that, in Germany?
I think it was Mexico City.
I can't remember.
I thought they were in Germany.
Okay,
maybe it was. Okay, yeah, 1968. Okay. Purvis Staples, one of the original Staples singers, he passed.
Yeah, okay.
Elgin Baylor, who's an NBA legend, and Yaphet Kotto, actor.
Wow.
I remember that, brother.
Oh, yeah. He played on the thing that came out of Baltimore. Is that him?
He did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he sure did, because he was some kin to the Queen.
Oh, I don't know.
He found he was some kin to the Queen. Like,
when they traced the ancestors.
Removed or something. Yeah, it was crazy.
Okay.
That's as dark as he is, he's related to the Queen. Shut up.
Yeah, who knew? Also, Redwine Warren, who was a singer with the R&B group Troop. He passed away. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, boxing legend. Irv Cross, a legendary sports broadcaster. And Prince Marky D. He was a rapper and founding member of the Fat Boys. Y'all remember the Fat Boys in the 80s? He was one of the founding members of the Fat Boys. That's Prince Marky D. And Leon Spinks, former heavyweight boxing champ. I think everybody remembers him. And Berenice Pace. She's a singer with the Anointed Pace Singers gospel group. And the last one I had was Eric Jerome Dickey, best-selling author. And I don't know if I'm sure we missed some people. Was there anybody else we need to add to the list? I know there were some Congress people. Alcee Hastings, he passed away in 2021. He was a congressman.
Bob Dole.
Oh, yeah, Bob Dole. Well, I was focusing on people of color, but, yeah, Bob Dole, too.
Yeah. All right.
But Alcee Hastings was a black man. And I don't know if there was anybody else. I'm sure there were other people we missed. But we just want to say a shout-out to all of those folks. Did we say Cicely Tyson?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, you said that one. Okay. Wow. So many people that have passed on this year. I don't know what to say.
All right.
Well, that's notable people we lost in 2020.
And one more person. We got to mention John Madden as well.
Oh, yeah.
And I say John Madden because it's got nothing to do with people of color. This man coached and honored black people his whole career. He had nothing but beautiful things to say about everybody who was his linebackers and all these people of color. And all the stuff he did in his career as far as coaching and broadcasting and teaching everybody about football and everything. You know, one beautiful thing about John Madden, he wasn't related to nothing ugly, no sex scandals, no crap of any nature, you know what I mean? Was never linked in any kind of racial bullshit or nothing like that. And that's one of the things I look at him as, he was just straight football. And he taught everybody in the game a little something. Everybody from crazy-ass Bill Belichick, coach of the New England Patriots, to announcers and everybody else. Went through every generation of people. I mean, the celebration and the memory is just going to start. But for as big as NFL is, it wouldn't be nothing without John Madden's input on Monday Night Football, Fox, CBS, ABC. He was in 4 different networks.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. So stand by this week. That's all you're going to hear from Monday to Friday coming up. It's going to be off the chain.
And I just have to, again, say Bishop Desmond Tutu. You know, that one just happened. That man did so much for so many.
Yeah, apartheid.
Such a selfless person. I just, That one really hit hard.
Right.
But
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. So let's talk about what's on your mind. Things you are tired of that happened in 2021. I'm gonna go to you first, Poppa DD.
Hey.
What are you tired of that went down in 2021?
I mean, this is kind of personal, but I'm just kind of tired of sob stories about vaccinations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I have heard some humdingers from people that is experimental, this and that. I don't think it's a bit of a that. But then they want to play with everybody else and fake it like they are vaccinated. That's what gets me. It's, you know, I'm like, wait a minute. And I know about 4 people right now that's living that life. And I find out on the back end that you're not vaccinated. And I'm saying to myself, wait a minute. But you talking stuff and hanging with everybody and acting like it. But then when you get confronted with it, all of a sudden you got to tell the truth. And it's like, wow, damn, you know, it's amazing. Well, ain't nothing but, and I say all that to say that it ain't nothing but a shot in the arm. That's all it is. Just like the flu shot. Ain't nothing but a shot in the arm. You can have your speculations about it, but push come to shove, ain't nothing but a shot in the arm. Keep it moving.
It is.
You know, you can. Shit. Anyway.
All right. Ketel, do you want to go next? What are you tired of?
Well, I guess I'm going to piggyback off of that. I'm just tired of, I guess, the reports, the misinformation on this COVID-19. You know, it's just, I know, you know, the news and doctors and this and that, they're trying to keep us informed, but it's just overwhelming. It's just too much. And that's the first news of the day, you know. Every time there's a pandemic, so to speak, that's the first news of the day. I'm like, come on, give us a break. You know, I understand why people want to go away and be on an island somewhere and don't hear no news or nothing for a whole damn year. I get it because it's too much. It's just overwhelming. So that's my take on it. I'm tired of that every day. Give us, and then it's also the shooting and stuff that's going on out here. I know we have to be informed, but it's just too much. So. That's my take.
Okay. Well, I can tell you what I'm tired of. I got 2 of them. I'm tired of celebrity actors doing commercials because I feel like, for one, I know too many actors that are trying to get these gigs, and then you come up with all these celebrities that could be doing other stuff like movies, TV, etc. Why are you taking up space doing commercials when starving actors need work? Get out the way. That was one. My second one was the news has become the death report, and I'm tired of it. When I watch the news, they start out with breaking news. This is who got shot here. This is who got shot there. This is who got blown up over here. This is who got burned up over here. And I'm like, okay, I understand that that's news, but my God, do we have to do that? I just feel like the news has become the death report, and I'm kind of tired of it. I'd rather hear, like, what happened without giving me all the death first. Can we put the death at the back end or something? I mean, I know they're trying to catch all their viewers at the front end, but y'all are wearing me out with that death report, and that's what I'm tired of. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Give me a break with the death report.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one. Yeah, just give us a break. Give our mind a break, you know?
Yeah. I mean, they make you feel so hopeless. As soon as you watch the news, you're trying to find out what's going on in your community, in your city, in your state. And the first thing you get hit with is 5 people got killed over here. 10 people got burned up in the arson over here. 3 people were being held hostage over here. I'm like, oh, my God.
And there's not even no happy ending to it as far as somebody getting caught.
Exactly.
People at large still out there.
Yeah.
And then they go, and then after that they go to the weather, and they talk about, you know, and then we got to see the personality of the fucking weatherman or weatherwoman.
Yeah, that's a whole
other
other
weather.
issue.
and then they go with the COVID news about stuff, and they run that 15 minutes. And I'm saying myself,
more death and destruction.
Well, no, I don't think. First of all, I don't think with that being not more death, that's just a lot of information that's taking a lot of time that could be contained a lot better. Because now they even got
start out with, okay, we got this as many people were killed. The numbers are going up.
But
1,000 more people in the area. It's like, oh my God.
But what areas are we focusing on? I think that sometimes a news station is trying to cover too much shit. It's like you're trying to cover 9 counties in Virginia, 9 counties in different areas in D.C. You're trying to cover 6 counties in Maryland, and next thing you know, the news is all. You don't know whether people talk about Montgomery County or Southeast D.C. or Manassas, Virginia, or over here, and I'm like, well,
exactly.
Damn.
Like, is it right around the corner or way over there?
Do we really have to pay attention to everything going on way up in somewhere that's 100 miles from us? And you gave us a 10-minute story on that? It's like, I'm not going to be talking about that to anybody. And it's just, it's just unbelievable. I think that they're trying to cover every geographic area that they cover, but everybody may not be interested in everything you're talking about.
Oh, and I forgot to mention how the news repeats everything. It's like they have 5 stories that they cover. So if you catch the news at 4, then at 5 o'clock you get the same thing. 6 o'clock you get the same thing.
In the morning.
7 o'clock you get the same thing. 10 o'clock, here they come again. And I'm like,
news starts at 4 a.m. If you watch that same news at 5 a.m., it's the same stuff.
Same stuff.
And at 6 o'clock, it's the same stuff.
Man, it's getting rough out here. But anyway, we're going to move on to what were our favorite things.
Very predictable.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go first on the favorite things. Switch this up. My favorite thing in 2021, and I don't know if it was created in 2021, but I found it in 2021, and that was the air fryer. I love my air fryer. Air fryers became a thing in 2021 with the whole pandemic and shutdown and all of a sudden air fryers came out on, I don't know where they came from, but air fryers became a thing. And it was like, oh, there's all these recipes for how to use your air fryer and what else you can do with your air fryer. Air fryers are the bomb. If you don't have one, you might want to get you one. These air fryers are wonderful. You can use less oil. You can still cook things that still give you that semblance of fried without the negative stuff that goes with fried. Less effort. Doesn't stink up your house with all that oil and stuff and frying. Air fryers are wonderful. So that is my favorite pick of things for 2021. Now, I'm going to go to you, Ketel. What was one of your favorite things for 2021?
I don't know. You might go to Poppa DD. I'm not sure. That's a good question.
Oh, well, Poppa DD just stepped out for a second, so.
Okay. I have to say it's a TV show. My boyfriend, Guy Fieri, they finally got some new diners, drive-ins, and dives. Finally, because I can watch that marathon 24/7 for real. Just anything on the Food Channel, that's just my favorite thing. That's what I just love to do. I mean, I don't like to be in the kitchen 24/7, but I could watch him. The diners, drive-in, and dives. I could watch that on a regular basis. So they have some new ones. So I'm happy about that. So that's some of my favorite things. So
I'm with you on that one. I'm with you.
Yeah. So
and I will say on. Go ahead.
I was going to say some other things that I found on streaming that I really enjoyed that I would have never picked up on, like this new show called Harlem, and it's another show that I watched called Good Girls. Those two things I would have never thought I would watch, but because of this quote unquote pandemic, we kind of home or watching TV a lot. So those things. So so streaming services, one of my favorite things. So
yeah, you're right. I did notice that on the Food Network, I did come across one of the shows with Delicious Miss Brown.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm always looking for where are the black people. I mean, I like Guy Fieri and some of the other folks, but I was looking for where the black people. And I came across Delicious Miss Brown. That sister can throw down. She's coming out of South Carolina.
Yes.
That sister gets it in. So that was another one of my favorite things. All right. Poppa DD, what was one of your favorite things for 2021?
My favorite thing is Clorox wipes and Lysol wipes. I'm loving the shit out of that. I'm loving the shit out of that because it's really keeping me away from putting my hands in a fucking bucket with water and rags. It's taking the rag thing because I never was a rag person to take dirt from one place to another. Clean the woodwork and all that stuff and rinse it out in the bucket and all that jazz. That was getting real old. So now
that plays out quick.
I could take some Lysol wipes or some Clorox wipes and I can clean the bathroom. I clean the whole damn house.
With some Clorox wipes.
Hell yeah.
And Lysol wipes.
It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing.
Shout out to Lysol and Clorox.
Well, Clorox wipes for something that can take Clorox. But if I'm wiping down a leather seat or something like that, I'll go Lysol. I wouldn't put a Clorox base on something that's worth something or kind of a little more precious,
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. Well, that wrapped up the favorite things. Now we're going to go into the New Year's resolutions. I know some people don't do them. Some people do. Anybody got a New Year's resolution for 2022?
To eat a little different and work out a little more. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely to work out a little more, but I think mine is to really practice more isolation.
Oh, okay.
Isolation.
Yeah. I mean, people that I don't like, I'm just not gonna fuck with at all. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm not even. I don't mean to say that. I don't mean to sound rude with that. But I'm just at the point that, especially people that you really trying to have some kind of relationship with, But when you see them, they're so, in their own crap and not opening up and talking about what's happening with them. I ain't digging for nothing. If you acting crazy as hell, I'm going to leave you right in that zone. I'm going to leave you right. I ain't going to call your ass. And that's another thing, too. Calling people, because I like to stay in touch with people that I consider, good friends and all, and have some daily mental conversations with. But people I don't hear from, you're not going to hear from me. It's just that simple. Because, people need people. People that need people are the luckiest people in the world.
Yeah.
And if you got friends that you ain't heard from their ass for a while, and say, oh, girl, I've been so busy. I've been busy doing the fuck what? He got shit going on. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, anyway.
All right, that's valid. Well, mine is I really want to work on or try to achieve the things that I start to do. I want to finish. So many times we start stuff and we have good intentions, and then things happen or we allow things to happen, and then we fall off and put it to the side, and sometimes we never come back to it. And for me, for 2022, my goal is to complete the things that I start. I want to be able to set a goal, start a project, and actually see it all the way through. I want to be like a pit bull. Don't let it go till it's done.
All right.
So that's for me. That's my 2022 New Year's resolution. And of course, definitely want to do better with the working out and the weight management, and do better with the dietary situation and all that. But
you just gotta stay away from COVID. Don't let COVID creep in, as they say. Just
most
to stay healthy. healthy and keep our immune system strong and just, just stay vigilant. That's the key word, yeah. So.
Absolutely. Exercise good wisdom. When that little voice in your head is telling you don't do something, we need to listen.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Sometimes we ignore that little voice because it's what we want to do. But that voice is there for a reason. Sometimes that little voice is saying don't do it. And we're like, oh, but I want to. And then later you regret it.
Right.
So maybe that's another one for 2022. Yeah, learn to listen to that little voice. Not the crazy one. The one that's telling you stuff that makes sense.
I hear you. Yep.
Don't listen to the crazy voice.
Don't do that.
That's about it,
Okay.
But I tell you what, 2021 was quite a year.
It was.
Here we are. Yeah, but we're still dealing with COVID,
Yeah, that's the rough part about it. But we're going to get through it, just everybody just has to stay vigilant. And like Poppa DD said, folks ain't get vaccinated, just a damn shot. Just get it done and let's keep rolling,
Yeah.
So,
I mean, who thought that since the end of 2019, we'd still be dealing with COVID-19?
Mm-hmm. It's going to be going on 3 years in April. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
March, April. Yeah.
Well, some of this has to do with people that are just, I'm sorry, now I'm backtracking. Things I'm tired of, I'm going back. I'm tired of people on airplanes acting a fool over wearing a mask.
Oh, I agree. They get into a dog fight. It's just crazy.
I don't understand that. If you already know when you buy your ticket that the airline has a mask policy, that you have to wear that mask the entire flight, in the airport, on the plane, in the airport again when you land, you can take it off when you get outside. Why do people get on these planes and then decide they don't want to wear their mask, and now you want to fight not stewardesses, what they call them? The flight attendants. Why you want to fight with the flight attendants? This stuff is crazy. And anyway, I'm sorry.
Right. I was going to say I have to give kudos to the lady that she was on her way to Iceland on a plane. She did a COVID test in the bathroom, and she isolated herself for 5 hours in the bathroom. So that was interesting. She? Yeah. It's probably viral if I find it on TikTok or Instagram or something. But, yeah, I mean, why all of a sudden she tested herself on the plane, I'm not sure. But,
I don't know. See, that's suspicious right there.
That's what I'm saying. But she isolated herself
so nobody else could use that bathroom for the rest of that flight?
I don't know. Who knows? They probably sprayed that sucker down and kept moving. Girl, I don't know.
While she was locked up in there. So she locked herself in the bathroom for the rest of that. You said 5 hours?
5 hours. She was going to Iceland. Now, my thing is, you get to Iceland, you get there, then what you do? You isolate yourself? I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, all right, let's get into this last word. Get up out of here.
Okay. All right, last word. Let's see. Poppa DD, you want to go first?
Yeah, my last word, like I said.
Yeah, make it good. This is your last word for 2021.
Yeah, like I said, resolutions in place. Really isolation. I'm not going to, go in exile or nothing. But I'm just not dealing with people that just ain't dealing. I mean, tomorrow's not promised at all, and I'm not sitting around waiting for people to just BSing their life away. I'm only dealing with people that are trying to live, not people that are surviving and getting over on other people. That's out solely.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'll go next. My last word is just 2 words. Be better. I just want to be better. The things that we know we need to handle it. Things you need to improve on, improve. So that's my last 2 words for 2021, going into 2022. Be better.
You're going to make it short and sweet, huh?
Short and sweet. Be better.
My last word is, and I have this on my desk. I had to buy it. It says, do more of what you love. And guess what? That's what I'm going to start doing. Start living more, traveling more, and just enjoying life. Like Papa said, look, I might go in seclusion. I might go on a long journey, go on a mountain somewhere and go chill out and get away from all of what's going on the news.
Oh, my God.
Out in the news 24/7 on this pandemic, So
right.
It's just too much for the brain. So do more of what you love. And that's what I'm going to do for 2022. That's my last word.
All right. Well, this is the Pajama Party Crew, our last show for 2021. We just want to thank everybody for hanging out with us this year. We hope you enjoyed the shows. We hope you learned something, got something out of it, or just got a smile. And we're going to do it again in 2022. And we hope that we'll be better, do better. And we're going to give you, the best we can do. So we'll see you on the other side of 2022. Have a happy and a safe and a prosperous and a healthy and a safe, again, New Year. Be safe out there. Be careful. Be watchful. Take care of each other. And that's it. That's all we have. You want to say good night, Poppa DD?
Good night, everybody. Happy New Year.
All right, and good night. This is Redwine saying bonsoir. Until next year, say good night, Ketel.
Good night and Happy New Year. See you next year, 2022.
All righty. See you next year, everybody, and Happy New Year.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so.
I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of cheers.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko, Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Pajama Party.